I feel like this place is the closest I'll ever feel to living in Star Wars, inside of the Star Wars universe. Let me show you why. I always wondered why I thought about like living in this world. Why would I want to? Especially like during the times of the Empire, living under such an evil political system, a dictatorship that is designed to exploit you, to hurt you, to rob you of everything you have if you're not part of the elite group of the Emperor's inner circle. But then I came across this place and I was like, this feels like what I always dreamed it would feel like, what I always imagined it to be. Not living on Coruscant as a Jedi or a Sith. Of course, those fantasies are also like very intriguing and like fun to get lost in. But let's be real. If it's you and me living in this world, we're not gonna be Darth Vader or Anakin Skywalker or Luke Skywalker. We're gonna be like her. We're gonna be just some person down in the dumps, trying to make a living any way we can because we just couldn't make it into the ISB or just weren't brave enough to join the Rebel Alliance. But this place feels like what home would be. Like just humble, like authentic. This is my favorite part of this place. This is Jaunta's Hope. This spaceship on top of the cantina. This is where it's at. Like, I love cantinas in Star Wars, obviously, like who doesn't? But this place feels so authentic and unique, and I just want to go here, have a snack, and even though this place looks dirty, so dirty, it feels cozy, it feels lived in, it feels awesome to be in. This is where you go after your tough job you had to feed your family, but never go on vacation. This is where you just come to unwind and relax. And then you come out here into the weather, the storm, the wind, the Empire just looming across the hill with all the stormtroopers and evilness. But then you find the small moment of calm and peace. In such a galaxy that is so hostile, you find peace and your own place to call home. I feel like this place just shows that even in a world where things go wrong, things are so unfair, you can still make it as a normal person and have a good time, have a good life. If you run this shop just fixing speeders, you know, it's not the most glamorous life, but it's enough, you know. It's just you, your family, your friends, and this small place that the Empire hasn't touched yet. Or maybe you're more the kind of person who sells fruit. I don't know where they get the fruit, but there is fruit. And here are the people just chilling on top of this wagon to have a good time. I think as a child, everybody who watched Star Wars was of course like, ooh, I want to be Luke Skywalker, I want to be the hero, I want to fight the evil Empire. But then maybe if you've watched Andor or played this game, if you get lost in the fantasy of this place is real, what would it be like to live in it? Most likely it's like this, you know, and you're not the hero or the special person, you're just a normal person living in the galaxy. And I feel like it could be enough, you know, living in this place that is not Coruscant, not Alderaan or Gorman or whatever. Tashara, just some basic planet that is of course touched by the Empire, because what isn't? But you still have your little droid friends with you, and you can still have a good time here, enjoying the weather, enjoying the scenery, and having your own starship on your landing pad, which I adore. Like, I want my own starship, I want my own landing pad. The fantasy of just being able to leave whenever you feel like it, and of course have your own R4 unit. Astromech buddy, I love those guys, they're so cool. But yeah, this place just feels like what it would be like. I don't know, I've never had that like in Star Wars. If you watch the movies, I didn't feel like I want to live in the Jedi Temple, and it also like didn't feel like authentic and real. Like, obviously it was awesome and awe-inspiring, but obviously it wasn't the focus of those movies, you know. But this, just look at all these places, like this pod racing part, you know. Like, it just looks so real and like crummy and lived in. I know that's like what Star Wars is all about. I love that. Even in episode 4, you know, it looked like this on Tatooine, you know, but I don't want to live on Tatooine, you know, that place kind of sucks. But this I could get behind, you know, like, look how small, intimate and cozy it is. And if you feel like it, you know, playing a bit of Sabacc, you know, why not? Yeah, but coming back out here to the cantina, this is my place. I love this so much. It looks so awesome. Why is there a spaceship as decoration on top of the bar? It doesn't make sense, but it's so cool. You know, and once you're done with this place, you just go back to your spaceship. Go wherever you feel like going, because no one can stop you. And you have the freedom to go wherever you want. I think that's like the ultimate fantasy and the ultimate thing that keeps me in this universe. Just look at this
You're
place.
back in one piece.
And then you just go, sit down and decide wherever you want to go. Yeah, but what is your ultimate Star Wars fantasy? Do you agree? Will this place be for you? Let me know in the comments and I will see you out there in the galaxy. Bye-bye.